So a couple things right off the bat. I'm just going to do a quick analysis of what I've done here. So here I started using whole arm movement compared to the strictly wrist and finger movement going on up here. And you can see there's some shakiness in this line of the letter D. So unless you warm up for your whole arm writing practice, you're going to see shakiness in your writing. I love September because my name starts from S. That's a good reason to love September. You're probably good at writing that S. So if you don't warm up, for those of you who are working on whole arm movement, if you don't warm up prior to writing using whole arm movement, you're most likely going to experience some shakiness like you see here. Excuse me, there's also a little bit of jitteriness here in the letters H. That loop motion followed by the downward stroke is difficult. And you can kind of tell that as I'm writing, I'm beginning to feel more of that motion kind of build up and feel not necessarily natural right away, but feel more comfortable. So here, like in the word the, this word came out quite nice. All of the strokes were quick. And another thing that you might have noticed between this section of writing and this section here is that this was done a lot quicker. And you can kind of see that too in the quality of the line. So whole arm movement does allow for a little bit more rapid writing compared to finger movement if you want the quality of the writing to be similar. So I have to write much more slowly here using finger movement in order to maintain this consistent like dashy aesthetic, but in order to do with the whole arm, I can write much more quickly. And it actually works better if you write quickly. If you try to move too slow, kind of like what was going on here with the first capital letter D, if you move too slow using whole arm movement, you're going to encounter some of that shakiness. It's kind of an interesting thing, but it's just the way it goes. And here with this W, this is a horrible W, and what happened in this letter is that my pinky and my ring finger rest on the page when I write with the whole arm. And as I got here to the letter W, my pinky and my ring finger hit the crevice here in the middle of the notebook. And that obstructed my movement and created this lopsided W. So when you're writing with the whole arm, it's quite important that you are using a flat sheet of paper on the table because you're going to run into some obstructions potentially.